very heavy and took in and tore up all our toys and everything, and we continued to try and go on that year because we had a whole bunch of new engine stuff. We thought really good stuff that people take for granted now, you know, big diameter camshafts and
It was like thinking 3 years in advance. Well, then when they broke up all your stuff, we weren't really ready to go into that program.
We
started
thought
it,
it was
but
going to be easier than what it turned out to be.
By then, everybody was just so devastated with everything that it's like you're in quicksand, and you just, the harder you tried, the worse it got. And of course, everybody, with all the accusations and all the crap, it just
get your armchair quarterback.
It just demoralized you, you know, and took all the positive thinking right out of your system.
Because you guys dominated pro stock.
Yeah.
There's no one near.
Well, this
The
was
year
where-
that they broke it up, we had enough of points lead.
Yeah.
But that happened 2 or 3 days before Englishtown, and it was till August till somebody got around Darrell, and we never even qualified after that.
People who have never been involved in the sport, having to develop anything, these folks, they like to talk a lot on their computers, but they don't have a clue.
No.
Well, you get
They
all your
just don't have a
conspiracy
clue what
theorists
it
that, you know,
takes. Yeah.
oh, they're running the nitrous and the batteries and all this stuff. I mean, you know, if the people, you know, had, you know, half a clue as to, you know,
What's
What-
really
you know, what's-
involved.
I was
really-
gonna
Yeah.
say, if
Okay.
they had been there, especially at the US Nationals,
Oh,
which
yeah.
is where, when we broke the camshaft off behind the distributor, which generated the flame out the hood scoop.
Which was
Yeah.
glorified in that magazine
Yeah.
and
That
enhanced, so
matter.
the
The
cover
point
would
is
look
that
great.
NHRA naturally was suspicious, even though they sent a guy with us back to the pits until we had the thing apart and really realized what it did. But for the first round of eliminations, we almost didn't make the second round because they stopped us at the teardown barn at the end of the track. They had the batteries out of the car, they had the fuel lines out of the rocker panels, and we barely made the second round with the thing.
But see, they didn't mention anything about that.
Oh, no.
Oh,
and-
no,
and-
they left that all out.
Well,
and
you know?
they tell
That's
you-
not juicy enough.
Jeez.
And, you know, it's boring, you know, people.
I won't rise to it at all because all that happens is that just whips these guys into more of a frenzy.
12 years later, and there's still just, and there's people that you go to these websites, and these people, they know for a fact, I know so-and-so, so-and-so. And I think, who are these people? Can't they give their regular names?
They
You
don't.
know? And,
They
and
don't.
no. And I thought, you don't know me. No.
the people have got to realize too that when the cars really started, you know, winning, virtually every race that car was torn down in the trailer with you know, a minimum of 3H or 8 people
Oh,
in
yeah,
there. And I mean,
yeah.
there were multiple times where the only thing that was left in the car was the crankshaft and the camshaft.
In the block.
In the
empty
block.
We won
And-
Columbus down there, and literally the only thing, they had the bell housing off of it, the clutch out of it, and the empty block crank camshaft was sitting in the frame rails.
Some 40 sometimes we were torn down.
See, now, all that time, was there any magazine or newspaper
No,
even saying
no.
anything about that?
That's
Could-
not juicy enough. It's not, it's boring.
even the little snippets that you would see on television at that time, you didn't see nothing like that.
Well, it got to the point, I'm trying to, which race was it to where we got Joe Tech and we got, oh, crap,
Oh, say Gainesville.
yeah, there were like 8 of us. We basically locked everybody inside the trailer and it's just like, well, boys, do you want us here or do you want us gone? You know, because this is really getting to be bullshit. You know, and just, you know, because they put Joe Tech on the spot that, you know, out of all this time, you know, have you found anything, you know, even remotely? And And after that, you know, then it started to get, you know, better. And some of it, I think Jenkins kept putting Joe Lapone Jr. up to tearing the car down.
The only thing